they say that no one increases in his akhirah except that it harms his dunya. And no one increases in his dunya except that it harms his akhirah. By the nature, because they're two opposites. So increase in one is decrease in the other. Now this does not mean wealthy people automatically you assume that, there's a famous story, it's a story. It's like a teaching story. I mean, it doesn't, there's a famous story, it's a Moroccan story, right? About, there was a Zahid who heard about this Shaykh who had, that he was a big wali of Allah. And so he wanted to go see him. And he came down from the mountain, he was riding his lion. And he gets there, and the Shaykh lives in a big palace. And he said, this is so-and-so's house? And he's shocked because he lives up in a cave. And then the Shaykh comes out, and he says, where can I put my lion? He said, put him in my barn with my cow. He said, no, he'll eat the cow. He said, no, just put him in the barn with the cow. So he puts him in the barn with the cow. Then they have this big dinner, and the Shaykh eats a few bites, and he says, Astaghfirullah. This is so luxurious. He said, I live on water and dates. And then that night, the Shaykh goes to sleep. The Zahid stays up all night praying, and he hears the Shaykh snoring next door. He's completely shocked about it. He decides the next morning after Fajr, he's just leaving. So he goes to get his lion. He goes in, and the cow ate the lion. So he says to the man, where's my lion? He said, your lion's just like you. It's all outward. You see. And he said, and you thought my cow was a harmless cow, but he was a lion inside. Anyway, the point of that story is, you have to be very careful because outward appearances can fool people. Right? And Sidi Ahmed Zarruq says an amazing thing. Well, we'll get to that when we get to having a bad opinion of people. So anyway, and the last one is طول الأمل. So those 5 things are